When you can't remember things, I think maybe you've gone a little too far.
That is getting drunk, like, summed up in a post.
So a fun thing on the internet that we're gonna show you is some drunk texts.
Oh no. Okay, see, this is exactly where they're both gonna be funny or they're gonna be kind of embarrassing. I'm down for either, but it feels very 50-50.
I love reading drunk texts because they're just relatable. If you are a little tipsy, you might end up texting people things that maybe you would regret the next morning.
I don't drink, so I don't drunk text, but I've gotten like drunk phone calls.
I've seen many of these from my friends, and I'm usually the one that tries to avoid people sending drunk text, but they're also pretty funny.
It's so funny because first of all, like half the time I have to like decode the message, whatever it is.
I've been a receiver of like many. I don't send them out because like that's not a lifestyle I like really live. But sometimes you just get them and you feel like bad and awkward for the other person. You're just like, get it together, homie.
Help, drink. What do you want me to help with? More drinks? Send me. I'm too funk. I'm so SRUNK.
Nope, you can still type, not drunk enough, help me please, please don't die. Okay, that's really scary and also really concerning.
This guy in the blue, or whoever this is literally me. Like, please don't die. This is all I say is like, have fun, stay safe.
This person was like a little there. I've definitely seen worse. Because I could definitely decode whatever they're trying to say in a few seconds.
Wait, did they just say like, not drunk enough? Like they're still not drunk enough that they can die. Please don't die. Well, at least they care, you know, they don't want them to die.
I've seen a lot of helpless drunk people where they just get to that point of like, I can't do anything for myself and I want you to hold my hand here. And I feel like that's exactly what this text is.
I wasn't that wasted. Are you kidding me? You opened up a bunch of tampons and said they look like little ghosts, and you tried to haunt me for a while. They do kind of look like little ghosts. They say that drunk words are sober thoughts, and he is just displaying that in text version.
What you think of when you're drunk is what you are really thinking of. Like, that's what your brain goes to. I've seen it a lot in just like family and friends and things where I'm like, whenever you hear a drunk person talk, there's always some truth in that. So I mean, yes, tampons are ghosts.
Now that I think about it, they do. Like the ones in the commercials when they like, have you seen those commercials where the tampons like spread apart?
It's understandable. I get it. But that's, you gotta be pretty drunk to open a bunch of tampons.
That means they had a fun night. You know, they were just at home opening tampons with a glass of wine. Sounds completely normal.
He was pretty wasted if he thought they were, you know, a mini ghost. But people get weird when they drink, like really weird.
We POTUS. Yes. I want a Twinkie right now.
Hostess is out of business. Lamb, the Lion King's son. What? Buy me a Twinkie, Dad. You are my little fluff. Oh my God. I just read Dad on the top. That's crazy. Your dad drunk texting you. That's not okay.
This is adorable and then also just so funny. Because I like, first of all, how demanding and aggressive it is, but also just the reminder of, you're my little fluff.
I'm on like the borderline between if this is funny or like, does my dude need help because it's 6 p.m.? There might be some deeper issues we're dealing with.
Being around a parent when they're a little tipsy is the funnest thing ever because they just start acting probably your age. Because you think your parents are supposed to be like these people that you just look up to and they don't get drunk and shit. And then you do see them drunk and it's funny.
I can't imagine getting a drunk text from my dad. He really wants a Twinkie, and it's nice that he trusts his child with achieving the goal of getting a Twinkie.
Hey babe, yeah, I gotta tell you something. It's 3:38 a.m. Take it seriously. What? I am the Batman. You're drunk, aren't you? Yeah.
To be honest, the first thing I pick up right away, it's like if you're getting a text at 3:38 a.m., the first thing I would say is like, is everything good? And instead he's like, yeah, question mark, what do you want?
I'd probably say some dumb shit like this. Cause like in the moment, you're like, this person is definitely not awake, but I'm gonna text him everything. And then you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh wow, I shouldn't have done that.
This person could spell a lot better than the last ones, but they do think they're Batman, so there is still something wrong there.
If you're drunk enough to feel like Batman, you've reached a good level. I wanna feel like Batman if I ever got drunk, so go you.
You're drunk and you're texting like your bae at 3:38, waking them up when they have to work at 6, 7 a.m. Isn't that cute? Every relationship goal.
Was I that drunk? You dug up my mom's garden because, and I quote, Farmville.
Oh my god! Isn't Farmville like a Facebook thing?
Farmville? No one hangs out on Facebook like that anymore, fam. Okay?
I hopped on it for a little bit, a couple weeks. I was out there plowing and gardening and getting my crops up for the season, but we got hit with the hard winter once, and that's when I had to call it quits.
Poor garden. Like, how do you explain that to mom after that? Hopefully they're old enough so they can tell their mom that they were drunk, but I feel the need to have to re-garden her whole garden after.
Well, especially too with a lot of drunk people, there's that tendency to get destructive, but at least it's kind of funny. Yes, they tore up the mom's garden, but there was a nice punchline to it, so I feel like it was worth it.
Julia, I'm drunk. I love you. I love you too, but I'm sober. Julia, you're amazing. You know my loyalty, you know my love. What else is there?
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes. Oh wait, isn't that a song? I throw my hands up in the air sometimes.
It's emotional for some people. I know a lot of people who get like really teary-eyed when they're drunk, and I'm like, it's okay, you're fine.
1050, okay, I give it to you. Like, it's reasonable. And her stuff is like very kind. She's a very kind person, telling her friend she loves her and everything.
This is beautiful. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes. They're just having a good time.
These are my favorite kind of drunk texts that I get from people are the loving ones. It's nice when they remind you that they love you, because you don't hear it that often. Even if they're a little under the influence, it's still nice to hear.
Hey, can you pisk me up? I'm too drunk. You don't have to anymore, I'm home now.
Yes, I was aware of that after dropping you off at home. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh my god, I've got one of those before too. Like, okay, I'm home now. I'm like, yeah, bro, I literally drove you.
At least they got home safely. That's like the most important thing when you hear that your friends are drinking is, are you getting home safe? And do you need a ride? That's like immediately what I go to.
Oh, dude, you ever get so shit-faced that you text the person to pick you up to not pick you up anymore, but the person that you asked to pick you up picked you up and they dropped you off at home? Yeah, I want to get to that level someday.
When you can't remember things, I think maybe you've gone a little too far, especially that just happened. I've been in that situation where I have to bring some people home, so at least they're home. That's what matters.
Are you home? No, at BREWSKIS.
How drunk are you because you just answered yourself? Oh my god. That's a very drunk person.
You have to be really drunk to answer your own text message. I'd probably die if I got one of those messages from someone else.
I want to get to that level where I start seeing my own text and think, hey, somebody texted me. And I reply.
The funny thing is, I've done this sober before, so I definitely feel like this isn't just a drunken mistake.
My friends have done this a lot of times, so I believe this. I've had friends who were texting me help. I need help going home, and I'm like, dude, I'm right next to you.
I love you so much, sweetie. Tina says hi. We're at the Olvie Garden, 241 Chardonnay. Mom, drink some water, Mom. I'm so happy I decided to keep you. She's so upset. She said, yes, me too.
Oh, bro, that's some dark stuff right there.
Who just says that to their kid? And oh god, I'm so triggered.
I wonder if their kid just brought up even more questions afterwards. So do you remember what you said last night at Olive Garden?
It's honestly all you can say if your mom. Thanks, Mom. Thanks.
This is like a Valley mom texting you after a wild night of, karaoke. And yeah, this is just all these texts are just a yikes. Drink some water, man. Drink some tea.
I love alcohol. I regret everything.
Usually, nights can end up like that.
That is getting drunk summed up in a post.
I feel like that's a lot of people's relationships with alcohol is just the loving the feeling, but oh my god, I have a hangover the next day.
I've heard of people getting drunk. Regrets. But it's okay. It's a fun night, I'm sure.
I see this on Twitter or Facebook after every Saturday. Never drinking again. Guys, the lesson of this whole episode is like, don't be stupid and be responsible. FB promotes good habits over here.
What'd you think about these overall?
They weren't as cringy as I thought they were gonna be. It kind of just makes me want to hang around with more drunk people because I think they're so funny.
I like them. They're relatable.
What's important is they're safe. So as long as you know they're safe, let them have a good time.
Thanks for watching this episode on the React channel.
We have new shows every day, so subscribe.
Hit that like button if you like this episode.
What did you think of these text messages? Let us know in the comments.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Katie, a React channel producer. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell and check mark to be notified of new uploads. Bye.